So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 27, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overramped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Hill. And this time they're able to bottle him up as he'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. But no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Hill's throw complete there to Johnson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
From the 44, Hill looking long for Thomas. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Shifts by him. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 26 yards. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, Hill.
There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
8 yards to go on second down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. It's Jones. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Coming left is Hill. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Hill. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Down to about the 22 here.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play fake. Hill. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Brought down by Nate Gehring.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Rodgers going to throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Off of play action, Hill. He's going to take another shot here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And down he goes. The second back right around the 41-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Saints, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.